Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Nirja and I hope you all are doing very good. So today I'm going to make a video based on Mars being placed in all 12 houses and how Mars is actually reacting in different houses and what fruit it's going to give to you based on the karma, that planet is giving you through the houses placements or the Rashi placements. But before that, if you're new to my channel, then please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon so that you can stay connected with me and my upcoming videos which I'm going to make. And but before moving forward, let us understand what Mars is all about. Why Mars plays an important role in your birth chart, because Mars is actually your DNA. Yes, let me tell you guys, Mars is also your DNA. It helps you carry forwarding your DNA pattern, because Mars is the blood in your in your body, and it helps bringing the past life DNA patterns in this lifetime also, because Mars rules two houses, which is the Aries sign and Scorpio sign, and Scorpio is all about clearing the karmic debts from the past lives. So through your DNA pattern, Mars will actually help you heal all those karmic cycles which your ancestors could not fulfill in this lifetime. Maybe you are here to clear all those karmic debts. But what Mars actually does in your birth chart, it all depends on how it is being placed and what planetary placements or aspects or conjunction are affecting this Mars, and what karmic depth is bringing in your life in this lifetime. It all depends on many other things. This is just a general reading, guys, so just being placed on few placements of Mars, just don't assume that it is going to bring that effect in your birth chart. Mars is also the brother, your younger brother um, in your birth chart. If even if you do not have a younger sibling or a younger brother, it still represents your friends, your male friends, your male colleagues, your boyfriends, or it also represents power, willpower, the kind of power and recognition which we get in our life. It's because of Mars. Because why am I saying recognition? Because without our courage, we cannot get what we want in this lifetime. So Mars actually helps us in getting all those things. It plays a very, very, very important role in the in astrological chart. Maybe there are many people who may say that it's Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, or Jupiter. But according to me, Mars also plays a very important role, because without blood in your birth in your body, you won't be able to sustain or survive in this life. So it plays a very important role. So let us see people who have Mars in first house, how it actually helps you in in this lifetime. People who have Mars in first house, this person, people will usually think you as being very immature, because Mars is mostly being compared with the Hanuman, and Hanuman, in initial days of his life, when he was in his Bal Vyavastha, uh, people used to think he's very matured. He's always playing around and troubling people, especially the rishis. So mostly whoever would try to come and guide you, you may not be able to take their advices in a positive way. Maybe you may think, okay, whatever they're saying, I will take it, but currently let us enjoy our life. So Mars in first house, people are not serious about their life, not serious about themselves. In initial days, it takes a lot of tough time for them to understand what is their life purpose. So Mars in first house people, you really need to pray to Lord Rama, because Hanuman surrendered himself to Lord Rama in understanding why his life path was, being born in this lifetime. So if you really wanted to know your life path and your life purpose and why are you born, then you have to pray Lord Ram, so that you can get all the things of awareness of why are you born here. Mars in first house, people will always have some kind of protection, a blessing in, in them, because Mars here will act like a protective shield for you, because wherever Lord Hanuman is present, he acts like a blessing. So the blessing is actually coming towards you. You must have done something really good in past life, that in this lifetime someone will be there, a younger brother or a male friend, or someone who would always be there to protect you in some way. But if Mars is, not well placed, it can also give, skin related issues, especially on your faces. You may have rashes problem, or you may have pimples. There would be some kind of redness on your face, on your, on a facial area. So it plays a very important role on how, this placement is placed. The depositor of the first house, if Mars is placed in Aries itself, then it is very, very, very powerful. This person can become a Ayurvedic doctor, or a physician, or a doctor. This person can be a natural born doctor, who would always want to help people. This is a healer, a person, whomever this person would come in touch with, they would want to heal that person. So that is what I have seen, depending on different kinds of placements. Let's move on to Mars in second house. So Mars in second house, you may hear, people saying that this placement is not good for, for kutumbasthan. Yes, this person will have conflict with their siblings, with their family, because second house is also the house of family. But this person needs to have a controlling craving energy in having spicy food. So the more spicy food you are eating, the more tamagun in your body is increasing, and there would be a lot of aggression in your body, in increasing of, aggressiveness. So in order for you to control this aggressiveness, you need to, sacrifice a bit of this having a thirst to have spicy food. Mars in second house people should avoid eating non-vegetarian food during Tuesdays, and during Saturdays, because that will actually nullify the negative effect of Mars. Even if Mars is exalted in second house in Capricorn, it is not going to give good results. You will definitely feel, agitated and irritated. What am I saying is that Mars in second house is the kutumbasthan. So Mars is not happy being in, home. That is the problem here. And Mars in second house people have a tendency to, get credits a lot and fall into debts a lot. So you may easily get credit cards, you may easily get loans very quickly, but there are high chances that you, in one of your, the whole lifetime, you will definitely fall into bankruptcy, or you will fall into debts very deeply. But after that you will come out of this problem. So there is a high chances of you getting into debts if you avoid eating tamas food, like, too much of spicy food. Avoid doing it. This will actually nullify the effects. Speech plays very important role. This person will have tendency to argue with people frequently, by, dominating, showing to people. You have to understand what Mars is doing. Mars is a soldier who wants to conquer things. So here people with Mars in second house want to conquer people through their words, through their speech. So this person can actually get into a profession. If sixth house is connected to the second house, then this person can become a lawyer, very good lawyer, or, someone who is into debate or something like that. This kind of profession can actually be very beneficial for this person. Mars in second house person will always have a blessing of, doing some mantra chanting which is related to Lord Hanuman. So mantras related to Hanuman can bring a lot of blessings for you, and it will act like a healing thing. These mantras can act like a healing thing to you, even if you are in a depths, or even if you are in any kind of problem. Just by chanting, Hanuman mantras, any kind of Hanuman mantras will bring a lot of changes in your life. So let's move on to Mars in third house. So Mars in third house acts like very immature, because we have to understand that Mars in Gemini sign is very, very, very agitated, irritated, and immature. But even if any sign, even if there is Taurus, even if it's, Cancer or any other signs being placed in third house, we have to understand that Gemini is a core ruler of third house, and we have to understand that the trade of Gemini will play an important role in third house as well. Even if there is, any sun signs being changed based on your lagna, still Gemini will give its result. So this person will have a conflicting mind, when they are dating with people. This person will always want to date multiple people together, and then later on regret for what they have done. So yes, this person will repel their loved ones frequently by, having an argument with them. And this kind of things are actually being seen. But Mars in third house gives a lot of courage to fight. So that is actually acting like a blessing and even a curse, because if there is too much of courage here, then this person will always make everyone as their enemy. But if sixth house is not, being connected with it, this person is not good in dating. So if you are thinking that, having Mars in third house you can do love marriage, then this cannot uh, be a blessing for you. It is definitely going to bring a lot of problems in your life throughout the marriage, if fifth house lord, seventh house lord is not supporting you. Mars in third house can actually give a younger brother who is always there to protect you, dominate you, even if, you do not have a brother. But definitely Mars in third house, I have seen most of them having a younger brother or a brother in their life. So this person will actually give you a lot of, problems in your life, because this person would try to dominate you. If your lagna lord's degree is higher, listen to me very carefully, if the lagna lord degree is higher, then the Mars being placed in the third house degree is lower, then your younger sibling can dominate you. Okay, so you have to be very careful. This kind of dominance and obsession can create a lot of problems in your life. You may have a very rough hand. No matter how much, you take care of your hands will always be very rough and, irritating at times. Maybe your hand may not look very good. You have to take extra care of your hands. So if your Mars is placed in third house, I would suggest you to do manicure frequently, so that, it can nullify the negative effect of Mars. The hands are, if Mars is not well placed here, it's debilitated, or, not, it's with Saturn or something like that, then your hands are looking very dirty and your nails are being very dirty. You're frequently, putting your hands in food or other things. So this will actually give a lot of negative effect of Mars. So what you have to do to nullify this is cleaning your hands frequently, keeping your nails clean and neat. By doing that, the negative effect of Mars will nullify. So let's move on to Mars in fourth house. So Mars in fourth house, you must have heard by many people that, it is not comfortable, it is debilitated. Yes, it is not comfortable, it is debilitated. But I have seen people who have Mars in Cancer, especially, I'm not talking about fourth house, especially in Cancer, these people are very sensitive towards people's emotions. They can feel people's emotions and they can very easily manipulate people's emotions, because we have to understand that Mars also rules Scorpio. Scorpio is all about manipulation. So this person will use their emotions in a negative way to manipulate people. So Mars in fourth house person, will always have conflicts at their home. So it is very important that this person should avoid keeping any red curtains in their home, or red wallpapers, or, if the walls are being painted red, orange. So all these things should be avoided in, if Mars is placed in fourth house. It's better to keep your home white or off white, and avoid too much of bright colors, because that will bring a lot of problems in you. When you are at home, you're not comfortable. People who have Mars in fourth house, this person is not comfortable being at home. They feel like, just going out of their home. They feel like, there is some, they feel like the home is their prison. That is what I have seen. But this person will mostly have conflicts with their mother and motherly figure, and there would be a lot of misunderstanding with their mothers. Even if Mars is exalted in fourth house, they will still have problems with their own family, and with their mother. Arguments will still be there. But if exalted in Capricorn in fourth house, this person will have huge properties, and huge assets, because Mars is land, and it is actually blessing you with land properties, real estates. And you can sit and earn a lot of money through your properties. That is what I have seen. So let's move on to Mars in fifth house. Mars in fifth house in Leo sign is actually very happy here, but too much of fire can actually burn you. So Mars in fifth house, there are very high tendency this person to get into abortion if it is conflicted, not well placed. Even if it's exalted, it can give a lot of problem in having a first child. But when you're having a first child, it will definitely be a male child. And Mars in fifth house will actually bring a past life, some good blessings in your life. If it is exalted or being well placed, then this first child is going to act like a blessing in your life. But if it's debilitated or not well placed after your first child is born, you are going to face a lot of problems related to your finances, especially if you are into business. uh, After the birth of the first child, if Mars is well placed in fifth house, your business can boost up. If it's debilitated and not well placed, then your business is going to shut down. Your love life is not going to be very much happy. You're always having some fights with your loved ones, because fifth house is also the house of love, affection, and love affairs. So if you are facing a lot of problems in uh, having a good connection with your loved ones, I would definitely suggest people are having Mars in fifth house to do arranged marriage, then love marriage. After the age of 30, this Mars is going to bring a lot of benefic results for you. So let's move on to Mars in sixth house. Mars in Mercurian sign. When I'm saying Mercurian sign, I'm not talking about um, the your lagna, or any lagna which you are having. I'm just talking about the general trade of sixth house, which is ruled by planet Mercury. So Mars in sixth house, this person will always get into a profession which is related to medicines, which is related to biology, or this person has tendency to get into this profession only, no matter where uh, planets are placed. I have seen Mars in sixth house, people are either lawyers or doctors. So this is a very good two profession which can actually nullify the negative effect of Mars. Apart from this profession, if you're choosing some other profession, then your mind will get conflicted. You may try to use this energy in some other way. So it's better to divert this energy by getting into this profession only. And Mars in sixth house can actually give this person stomach related issues, ulcer, if it's not well placed. So you have to avoid eating too much of spicy or tamas food. Too much of spicy food can actually burn your stomach related area. So there is a high chances for this person to frequently get burning sensation in their stomach area. So what is the best remedy for this is to keep your stomach fit. The more your stomach is fit, the more the more this Mars will nullify its effect. So it becomes very important for you to get into yoga, or get into gym. The more you're keeping yourself fit, the more your the sixth house sixth house negative effect will not affect you. So Mars in sixth house people, if they are working, most of the time they try to argue with their colleagues for small reasons. So there are high chances that you may tend to have a lot of enemies in your work profession. And there are also chances, even if it's exalted, I have seen your colleagues are not your best friends. They try to isolate you because they feel like you're always arguing with them, you're always debating with them, so they may distance themselves from you. So you may not have a good relationship with your colleagues wherever you're working. Even if you're a boss, you may still have your disagreements with your colleagues. So let's move on to Mars in seventh house. So Mars in seventh house gives Manglik dosh. This is the famous people try to scare that it gives Manglik dosh and everything. But you need to see the degree of Mars being placed here. If it's debilitated, or if its degree is less than your lagna degree, it may not give that bad results as it is actually giving. If Mars is placed in seventh house, this person can actually make a lot of enemies. Whoever comes front of you, this person will always challenge you through their words. Prove yourself who you are. So that is what has happened with Lord Ram. uh, Whoever came front of them, they always wanted Lord Ram to prove their power. So seventh house is just not about your spouse, it is also about other people. How other people are coming towards you. If Mars is placed here, people will come towards you in an aggressive way. Initially they would want to test you. They want to make you prove who you really are. So Mars in seventh house people, initially they may feel a lot of problems in their marital life because their spouse would want them to prove themselves in how capable they are to be a good husband or to be a good wife. Even if it's some other person, they may want to make you challenge, till what extent you can go to show your power. So but Mars in seventh house is very powerful, guys, because no matter, even if it's debilitated, this person will always conquer over their enemies. Wherever Mars is placed, it has tendency to conquer over enemies. And the only best thing to have a good marital life is by not arguing with your spouse on small small reasons. The best way for Mars in seventh house is that you need to pray to Lord Ram or Hanuman. This is the only way to nullify the negative effects of seventh house uh, placement. And Mars in seventh house person is very much aggressive and conflicted. Whoever try to come towards you, this person will always be very aggressive towards you. You may not understand, you have done nothing, but still don't know why people are talking to you in an aggressive way. You cannot understand. This is the placement. This is a very very difficult placement at times, because you may not receive the kind of love and gesture from others the way you expect. That is what I have seen. So let's move on to Mars in eighth house. So Mars in eighth house, so let us understand the eighth house quality, because Scorpio is the co-ruler of eighth house. It will bring that co-ruling effects of that house. No matter which sun sign is placed here, that eighth house quality will always trigger Mars placed here. So this person is always having a deep inclination towards occult mysticism. No matter, even if it's debilitated, this person is very 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 good in manipulating things and manipulating energies. This person knows the art of manipulating energies. That is what I have seen Mars in eighth house. No matter what it is, but if Mars is debilitated here, this person can face a lot of health related issues. If like having low blood counts in their body, this placement is not good for health related problems. But if it's well placed in in Leo, if Mars is placed in 8,000 Leo, this person a is a preacher, is a teacher, has all kinds of tantra vidya, and they can excel, very good astrologer. Here Mars in Scorpio in 8th house, they say that Mars in Scorpio in 8th house is cursed, cursed by some rishi in one lifetime, because this person has done something very bad to some lady in past life, and then this lifetime they are being born having Mars in Scorpio. And Mars in Scorpio or in any other sign, if it's exalted, it gives, you know power, recognition, lot of, support. So this is also the house of in-laws. So if it is exalted and well placed in well dignified manner, then you will have a very rich and wealthy in-laws. They will always be there to, provide you, support you. But if it's debilitated, then Mars in 8th house, guys, I have seen controversies happening in many people's life. If it's not well placed or debilitated, your in-laws can become your enemies. They will play lot of mind games in, your life. Even if it's exalted or debilitated, I have seen lot of controversies. They are dealing with a lot of controversies in their life. They're always being put in some drama, in, either in office life, in their home life, or their relatives can create problems in their life. So one or the other thing, controversies, they are always involved throughout their life. So let's move on to Mars in ninth house. So this is the house of dharma, and people who have Mars in ninth house, they are naturally inclined towards, spirituality and understanding that why they are born, and they know their soul purpose. Even if it's debilitated, this person will always be a believer of God. This person, Mars in ninth house, is also a person who believes in Lord Ram, Lord Hanuman, or Narsimha Swami, and some kind of god, who is very aggressive, or even a devi, any devi who carries, the too much of aggressiveness. So but Mars in ninth house people, even if it's exalted or well placed, they face a lot of problems in finding a guru in their life. So guru is not there to guide them. So initially they would face a lot of problem, because we have to understand the story here. Hanuman, in initial days in his Bal Vyavastha, he did not find any guru. He had to find guru, uh, in his life. And when they get a guru, they gain knowledge, but then later on that knowledge is not useful for them. They do not understand what they do with this knowledge. They may take a different profession, and later on, after getting into a profession, they will come back and do the same thing. So that is what is going to happen. This kind of transition usually happens in this person's life. Mars in ninth house, they will gain some kind of knowledge after a lot of difficulties, from a person, from a teacher, but they may not be able to use this knowledge, and they may get into some other profession, and then they would come later on and understand that they have to utilize this knowledge, and they would gain benefits from this knowledge. So a lot of changes can happen in this profession, whichever profession they may choose. So it is like, they may learn some other things, they may use their profession as other thing. So you may take commerce, or you may take biology, but you may get into some banking profession. So this is what this Mars in ninth house gives to you. But initially, this person, Mars in ninth house, is actually cursed from one of the rishis. This is the placement I have seen, because Mars, Hanuman was actually being cursed by a rishi, that, whatever knowledge he has gained, he will forget all those knowledge. So whatever knowledge they would gain, they may not be able to utilize this. This is the test this person has to fulfill, that karma in this lifetime, and then they will have to regain this power. So that is what I have seen here. But Mars in ninth house actually gives a lot of good fortune, a lot of good things in their life. If the karma is clean, if they're not troubling their teachers, then they will definitely be a lot of success coming in their life. So Mars in 10th house, let's move on to Mars in 10th house, guys. Mars in 10th house is actually very exalted. If Mars is the 7th house lord and being placed in 10th house, then your recognition can actually grow after marriage. But we have to understand that this is the placement of Saturn. Saturn, wherever Saturnian sign is, when whichever planet is placed here, irrespective of any sun sign, whichever lagna you belong to, it is the natural ruler of Saturn. 10th house is the natural ruler of planet Saturn, and it is the king of this home. And no one can break this rule that if you have to achieve any success in your life, you have to be very patient. Patience is nil in this person, whoever has Mars in 10th house. They want everything to happen very quickly in their professional life. They wanted to study quickly, they wanted to pass, and they wanted to get their respective jobs and earn a lot of money. But Saturn will create a lot of problem in this person's life by making them understand that there is a time for everything to happen. So initially this person will face problems in their career with their bosses, and because they wanted to prove themselves by doing everything, taking responsibility, everything together, and later on they forget that there is a time period for doing everything. So patience plays very important role. Without patience, this person, this Mars in 10th house will not give any good results. Even if Mars is debilitated in 10th house, it will give a very good career life. But if you learn to be patient and obey the traits of 10th house, it will give respect and honor to you. So let's move on to Mars in 11th house, guys. Mars in 11th house will have huge friend circle, huge male friend circle. Even if you're a female, you will have all male friend circle. And even if you are an older person, you will have friends who are younger than you, and they all will be males. So this is something which I have seen. Mars in 11th house, most of the time this person will attract a lot of friends, but then later on they will have conflict with them most of the time. And this is also a house of Labasthan. Mars here in Aquarius plays an excellent role in gaining all those Labh, because here Mars wants everything, whatever it is desiring, it this desire will fulfill by by this Mars. But it is not going to happen so easily. This person will always have to work hard. It is not that they're sitting, they're thinking I want this, they will get it. No, this person will go. This person is a go getter. Wherever they go, they bring huge luck and fortune in their life. Because you have to understand that Mars is also uh, Lord Hanuman, and wherever he went, he was very popular. And he through his hard work and through his bhakti, through his way of skills, he gained a lot of recognition. So this person is not scared of gaining recognition through people, but will also work hard a lot. So Mars in 11th house will give a lot of you know lot of sexual tendency to people. So you have to be very careful of not having too much of sexual tendency, because it's a kama sthan, and you may date multiple people only for sexual pleasure. So this is also a drawback here. So you have to see if Jupiterian sign is placed here, then this is going to create more problem, because Jupiter rules two houses which are dual signs, and this person will have tendency to do multiple dating around. So Jupiter aspect is way more better than Mars being placed here in Jupiterian sign. So let's move on to Mars in 12th house, guys. So Mars in 12th house, you may hear that this is a Pisces sign, it is not well placed, but for spirituality this house is excellent, because Hanuman was a Gyani, a guru. He had knowledge of almost everything, controlling all his, indriyas. So this person will get into spirituality. If Mars is placed in Aries here exalted, then this person can get into a healing profession, and this person can become a yoga teacher. So okay, if sixth house lord is connected with sixth and 10th house lord is connected with the 12th house lord, and Aries is the sign here, and Mars is exalted, then this is a very good profession for a person to become a yoga teacher, and they will excel in this profession. But this person is a fighter of spirituality. Here this person is born with some kind of spiritual blessing to fight for, for their dharma. This is the blessing I have seen. But Mars, if it's debilitated here, this person can divert their mind towards sexual pleasure. So the energy here should be balanced. The root chakra should be very much balanced in order for them to get that Martian energy into a right direction. So if it's not well placed, then it's placed with Rahu or any other malefic signs, then this person can wanted to gain some kind of energy through power, through blood pleasures. So there are high chances of this. But Mars in 12th house, you have to be very careful on what kind of bed you're sleeping. So your bed should be well, clean and neat. If your bed is not well clean and neat, then this Mars will actually give a lot of problem for you. Because there, if your bed is having any kind of bed bugs, mostly Mars in 12th house person will have bed bugs on their bed. So you should always keep cleaning your bed and have a clean bed sheet. Then only this Martian energy will not give negative effects for you. You will always have an hidden enemy, so do not trust any of your male friends. They may act as your hidden enemy. Even if it's exalted, well placed, you will always have a hidden enemy. So be very careful of that. And you should always keep your washrooms and very neat and clean to avoid the negative effects of Mars. So that is there, guys. I will bring more such videos for you all about different planets and placed in 12 houses. If it did resonate with you all, then please do comment in the comment section below. Please do watch all my videos so that you can understand the difference between certain planets being placed in your birth chart, and how it is actually giving certain kind of results for you. So till then, bye, take care, have a blessed day.